It's more like we're talking to them and
We're always talking to them.
at them.
Oh, we're always talking to them, yo. Yo, but yeah, man, we're recording.
Oh shit.
We are recording.
Oh, we're live? I didn't even know. I usually when I say that I do know that we're live, but this time I really didn't know we're live.
Yeah, man.
Welcome back to Bridgin the Gap.
I'm official DJ Leo.
I'm Get Rich Never Die.
What the fuck?
Because that's what you did.
Because I was gonna go like this, but then I was like, "Fuck it, let me do me."
Yeah.
Yo, as you can see, we got a different angle. Jay wanted to go with something different today, and yeah. So hopefully you guys like this angle. Let us know what you think. Should we stay with this? Go to the previous angle. You know, whatever you like, whatever makes the eye better, the view better, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say, man. Yo, so don't forget to follow us, Bridgin the Gap Official. Click on the link tree. Click and follow YouTube, TikTok, everything. And just reshare, man. Reshare. I'm saying it so many times.
Yeah, and if you don't, I'm going to hop out your phone.
Oh.
And I'm going to yell obsceneries at you like I do at the soccer players when I'm at soccer games.
Yeah. Yeah, he says some really Jay kind of stuff.
Yeah, I say really hurtful shit. I might hurt your feelings.
He probably would.
Might hurt your feelings. I'm going to pop out your phone like The Grudge.
Oh.
Wait, is it The Grudge? No, The Ring.
Yeah. All right. Well, how was your week?
All right. Just all right, energy up.
Let's go.
Come on.
Whoa.
We're fucking here. Let's fucking go. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck was that, bro? Did you just get a call? Is that a Nokia ringtone, bro? What was that? Oh, all right, what is happening in my fucking ears right now, bro?
We're just pressing buttons now. We're just trying to get some kind of different movement, you know?
Yo, I got to get back in shape, bro. I was watching our last pod. I was wearing the messy shirt, bro. And by the end of the pod, my shirt had lifted up. And I was just like this. That's also why I changed the angle. Because when I'm slumped over, like my tummy starts slipping out my fucking shirt, bro.
Yeah, my tummy's always out.
Yeah, well, that's, you know. I'm getting there, bro. I'm getting there.
Yeah, you need a little bit more. Like
I need
100 pounds.
Yeah. But hey, man, it feels like it, bro. I feel icky. I'm not going to lie to you, Leo. I ate ice cream last night, like at 2 a.m.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, when you have the munchies, you have the munchies.
A whole Ben and Jerry's tub, like a little $6 tub.
Well, that was very liberal of you.
Yeah. I was fully baked.
But you're not a liberal, but that was very liberal.
I'm not a liberal. You know what? I'm in the middle. I'm always in the middle. I can't ride on one side of the bird. I got to be right there.
Oh, you know, because Ben and Jerry, they're the most liberal ice cream company out there.
That fucking liberal ice cream is fucking good, bro.
Yeah, I love that, though. I love it being liberal.
Yo, so Leo, you went on a trip without me.
Yeah. Well,
with my brother, without me.
You didn't get permission. You know?
I do got permission, okay? Okay. If it were up to me, like I'd be back in the motherland, but
yeah,
it wasn't up to me. It wasn't up to anybody else.
Yeah,
it was up to the circumstances.
Yeah, his wife.
It was up to the circumstances.
His fiance didn't give him permission. Let's be honest.
That's not true.
Let's be honest.
That's not true.
We can call her right now and ask her.
We could call her right now and ask her. Let's do it. She'll tell you the truth.
No, she won't. No, she won't. She won't make you feel stupid. That'll look bad. You know, behind closed doors, she'll yell at you and shit like that. Anyways. Yeah, man. Went to Ecuador.
Why are you projecting, bro? That's your wife that yells at you.
Well, let me ask you a question. Whose wife let him go to Ecuador?
I just wasn't in the financial state to leave. If you want to be honest about it. Now let's get serious about it, all right? First of all, I do Uber Eats. There's a reason why I do Uber Eats.
I wasn't in the financial state to go either, but sometimes you got to be irresponsible.
I get it. I get it.
Especially to a once in a lifetime. You know, I was going to my first soccer game, but not only the soccer game, it was one of the biggest rivalries in Ecuadorian soccer. It was MLA versus Barcelona. I was trying to think what comparison can I say? Like in baseball, it would probably be Yankees, Red Sox, or in American
It's
football.
more like Yankees, Mets.
Yes, but no, but see, Yankees, Mets, and what he's trying to say is because they both are from the same city, they both play in the same city. But Yankees Mets are not really a rivalry because there's really nothing. The Mets haven't really done anything. But the Yankees and the Red Sox, they go at it, and there's fights and there's everything. So
It's bad blood. It's bad blood rivalry.
Yeah, imagine if Boston Red Sox were actually New York Red Sox and they played the Yankees all the time and they had fights and rivalry. That's basically this game. This game was a true crazy experience. It was the most exhilarating, scary, worrisome time that I've ever had in my life.
I told you it was going to be beautiful.
It was beautiful, but dude, it was
part of it being beautiful is also being scared. You know,
dude, it was from the second the players of Barcelona started coming up. So, but the game was held at the stadium, at MLX Stadium. I'm wearing their jersey, by the way. I had to buy it. They wouldn't let me in without anything on it. That's how bad it was. So, yeah, man, from the beginning, like you have to go through metal detectors. You have to go, they check your pockets just to make sure that you have no contrabands and shit like that. It was crazy. Then you get to the game and the atmosphere is just nonstop. Yo, from the second they introduced the players and they had everybody on the field, the music started going on, fireworks. I'm like, yo, how the fuck you check me? But all these fireworks made it into the stadium. Flares, a bunch of alcohol. Alcohol was in abundance in that stadium.
For cheap too?
$3 a beer, dog.
Ooh, that's regular price.
That's right. Yeah, for us, like, because over here you go to a game, you're paying $18 a beer, dog. So, $18, and $3 you can get 6 beers. Yeah,
you're good. A 6-pack to yourself. That's shit.
Basically, for what you get here, one.
Yeah, one.
Yeah,
a 24 ounce for $18, bro.
It's crazy. But yeah, man, and then MLA was losing badly.
I heard about that.
And when MLA, let me back that up. So this game is such a rivalry that they did not want any Barcelona fans in the stadium because they knew there was going to be fights if that was the case. People did not listen, and some people did what they called infiltrate. They were like, they infiltrated like it was some sort of like nationwide, like the CIA or something. They infiltrated the country, like, really? Anyways, so there were Barcelona fans that were in the stadium, and once people found out who they were being taken care of with fights. It was so bad, man. There were so many fights, so that at one point, one of the guys was had to actually jump a fence to go to run to the cops, so the cops would actually protect him because they were beating the shit out of him. I'm like, oh my God, like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm like, yo, if you know this is how it gets, why would you go there? Like, I know you want to see a team win, but is it worth you getting your ass whooped?
Yeah, no, just stay at home with your friends, with your Barcelona friends, and just enjoy the game, and then you could be in peace, have your own beer,
and you can cheer all you want.
Cheer all you want.
But people decided that they wanted to be there, and they got their ass whooped accordingly.
Sometimes people want to let their balls hang, and those are the consequences.
Dude, at one point, one of the fights I saw, like, the cops were, cops were like hitting everybody with sticks and stuff to try to stop the fight. And some girl came and started punching the cop. Like, she's like, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this girl has balls, yo. She's just punching the cops. Like, yo, some other guy had to, like, basically like grabbed her and like pull her away because she was going at it. Yo, the cops were about to punch her in the face.
They have no remorse over there. I tried to tell you that last episode.
Yo, but it was so crazy.
I think that picture I painted the last episode wasn't the full picture. That like it was crazier than I painted, right?
Yeah,
Because it gets like that every time.
There were fires. At one point, I don't know how, but MLA was losing 2-0. They decided to turn off the lights in the stadium to try to maybe like, you know, stop the game or maybe
break their momentum.
Break their momentum and stuff. And I'm like, yo, how the fuck did they get to that? Like, how do they know where to go, like, to turn off the lights, you know?
Because the fucking workers themselves are fans, bro.
So it was like, oh, man. And then, yo, there were 3 fires. At the end of the game, they started throwing gas, tear gas at people.
Yeah.
It was, what the fuck?
Welcome to South American soccer, baby.
Yo, and then they said, you know, the people I was with were like, yo, we got to get out of here before the
riots start
outside. Because they're like, you think this is bad in here? Mm-hmm. You got to wait what happens outside. So we basically left before the game was over. By the way, they suspended the game with 20 minutes to go. And
it was already 4-0, but with 20 minutes?
It was 3-0.
Oh.
And they suspended the game. And they waited. I guess they were gonna. At first, they said they were gonna replay. They were gonna play the last 20 minutes the next day at noon. But I guess the players were like, "No, we don't want to come back tomorrow. Let's get it done today." So what they did is they waited for basically the stadium to be empty, and then they played the last 20 minutes.
Or you weren't there for that.
No.
You had left already.
Yeah, we had left. Oh, trust me, it was better that way. Because when we were leaving, we had to like cover our faces because of the tear gas. It was, I was like, oh man,
that's crazy.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, first and last experience. I'm never going to an Ecuadorian soccer game again.
Yeah, baby. Welcome to South America. That's how we do it over there, bro. That's how we do it. It gets rowdy over there. Argentinians do the same thing. Brazilians do the same thing. Like, I think those are the top 3 countries. Well, Ecuador, I'm kind of biased because I know about it, but Colombians do the same thing. Fucking.
Well, we know about Colombia. Look what they did last year.
Look what they did last year in the Copa America.
Yeah.
Bro, it is a time. It is a time to be had, dude. Like that experience is like no other because you see how. I think because especially in those in South American third world countries, like bro, football is all we have. It's like what we're passionate about. It's what we put. We wear our heart on our sleeves for that shit over there, bro.
Yeah.
And we ride for that shit, bro. Everywhere you go, you're gonna see that shit in South America. The rivalries of fucking Boca Juniors versus River Plate, like that shit. That is the ultimate experience because people really, really are passionate about that. And you don't see that anywhere else. It doesn't get like that here.
No, not even close.
Not even close. The security measures also make sure that doesn't happen, but also we're just not that passionate about it here.
Correct. Not even close.
Or about anything, I don't think.
I've been to plenty of sporting events here, and don't get me wrong, there's fights here.
Of course, fights are gonna
happen. But yo, at one point towards the end of the match, this is why they suspended the game. They started throwing bottles at the field, like, and I'm talking about glass bottles at the goalkeeper, and like they were landing like right next to this guy. I'm like, yo, if one of those hits him, it's gonna break his head.
Yeah.
And
that's what they were going for.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. They were aiming to hit him. They were just not good aims. You know, they're Ecuadorians. They don't throw. You know,
exactly. They should have kicked that.
Yeah, if they would have kicked it, it would have hit right in their forehead. You know, but they were throwing it, so they didn't have good aim. But yeah, man, it got really dangerous because even the workers had to like, you know, security that was like looking at the field, they had to like kind of hide because the bottles were just flying like rain, dude. It was just like, I was like, oh shit. Scary.
It's scary stuff.
I'm never going to a game like that again. Of course, I am going to visit Ecuador again. The food. It was a lot of alcohol.
$8 right in Europe. you eat like a king, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Right?
Seco Chivo.
It's a nice little $8. You're like, ooh, man, I get all of this.
Yeah, even some of them were like $6.50 and stuff, and they're like, what?
Yeah.
I'll buy me two if I
Buy
could.
me two of that.
But yeah, the food was amazing. Plenty of alcohol. You know, it was a chill time. Other than the soccer game, that one was a little worrisome. But other than that, it was a great time. Already trying to, ask for permission to do it again.
Shit, I might go for this one, bro. I might go for this one.
Yeah.
I might have to do it.
You may have to do it.
And
So,
I may have to go to a soccer game.
I mean, I guess Wilson says that if you go to like one that is not like this one, like one that is not the rivalry, you get a better experience. But
that shit is the best experience, bro. Tear gas, fights, bottles being thrown, fires, like violence, all types of violence.
Power outages.
What else can you ask for?
That's what I'm saying. I had the full experience.
You had the full experience.
I didn't miss anything. I mean, maybe somebody getting shot, but like.
Well, we don't want that happening.
But still, that was the only thing I was missing because I got everything else, dude. So it was crazy.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. I'm glad you got your fucking first game. Let's go. You got and I think that was your first soccer game ever, right?
First soccer game, yeah. First live soccer game and probably my last in Ecuador. I might go to one here.
You should tone it down and get a beautiful, like an actual calm experience.
Yeah,
not something that gets your anxiety up or your adrenaline going.
I was so anxious looking around and like just was gonna. Because the thing is, if you guys know, I don't know, if you haven't been to Ecuador, you also got to worry about people robbing you. So like you got to be like on stress of like, yo, where's my phone? Where's my shit? Always looking. Like I had a bag that had
that shit is stressful, ain't it?
Yeah, I had a jersey that I had bought for my wife, and we bought it before the game, and like I'm having to hold the bag the whole time because you can't put that shit
trust
down.
Anybody.
You can't put that shit down. You put that shit down, you're not looking. They'll take that shit. So in that sense too, that adds a little bit more to the anxiety because you never know. You pull out your phone, you never know who's looking at you. To see what kind of phone you have, and then all of a sudden, they get you.
Gone.
Yeah.
Gone in 60 seconds.
That's
Ecuadorian version. Yeah.
It's funny because I saw a video of some Barcelona fans that actually went to the game.
Yeah.
And two of them were like that before they even got into the stadium, they got robbed.
That's what you get.
Yeah. So, and it was like that. It was like they were walking in and they got robbed. And so it was like, that was my fear that I was going to get robbed like before or after the game.
Very, very rational fear.
Yeah.
Very rational fear.
So
yeah.
my head was in a swivel the whole fucking time. I was like,
all types of swivels for the violence going on in the game, for the robberies that could happen to you at any second. I'm pretty sure you got the jersey back safe to my
oh yeah,
sister.
for sure. Thankfully we did.
Shout out to that. Thank God.
Oh man, and getting that jersey was a complete ordeal. We ended up having to walk. So this particular stadium, it's in the hood,
Yeah.
And like, of course, if you're right, like on the stadium grounds, you're okay because there's a lot of cops. But what happens is when the opposing team is coming in, they block it out a lot of entrances in order because they know, the fans are gonna try to throw shit at them.
They're gonna get
like
rowdy.
That. So we were sitting on the opposite side of the store, right? So we had to walk back, but the way we did it, we were able to go through the stadium and it was easy, right? Mm-hmm. But because Barcelona was driving in, they blocked everything. So we had to go completely around, like in the hood. And like people getting haircuts in the streets, marijuana all over. Like it was just like,
oh shit, I would have been great there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was like hold your phone kind of thing. My hands were in my pocket.
Yeah, that's why you got to take a burner, bro. You got to take a burner to Ecuador or buy a burner in Ecuador, bro, and just use this shit.
It was scary like a motherfucker. But yeah, man, it happened. That was one day. Every other day, it was great. We drank. We have fun. It's gonna happen again.
Yeah,
I don't know when, but it will. But yeah, man. So that was it. That was my trip. a lot of fun. Lots of fun.
A lot of eating, a lot of drinking, soccer games,
Boxing.
boxing.
Yeah, it was a lot, man. It was definitely has to be repeated.
Definitely should. It definitely will. For sure. God willing, because you never know.
Yeah.
But you gotta plan that shit.
Yeah, we gotta start asking for permission.
And so dead ass, like, they really wouldn't let you in without wearing a jersey, or you were just saying that shit?
No, you had to have something MLA.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, like what people were doing is they were selling, like, I had a bucket hat too, which is I should have brought it. It's in my thing. So
And leg one?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like you could have worn like a white shirt and put a bucket hat
on.
They just wanted something because they know that
if you don't have an identifier, they're gonna.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. I got questions. I saw my cousin wearing his Barcelona jersey.
No, he wasn't there.
He didn't go in.
No,
Okay, so it was just you, my brother, and my uncle.
Yeah, and your cousin and his son. So Mandy and his son.
Oh, okay. So all of you were MLA. Oh,
MLA.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I saw the pre-game, the pre-dinner, the pre-eating.
But he was there. Yeah. Him and his son both were wearing. Barcelona.
And I was like, are they gonna go with that you guys?
No. We would have even like, I don't know you.
Yeah, I was like, the balls on these guys.
You're getting beat up on your own. Yeah, but they wouldn't even have let them in.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like it's funny because this is a funny story. So obviously I'm not a MLF fan. I didn't have anything, so I wore a black T-shirt, right?
Yeah.
And as I'm walking towards the stadium, somebody yells, "Yo, you with the black shirt! If you don't have anything MLA, you're not getting into the stadium." And I know it was me because I was the only motherfucker with a black shirt. But I didn't even look his way. I was like, if I look his way, it might be where he might be like, what the fuck you looking at or something. I was like, I'm going to act like I did not hear what the fuck he said, and I'm just going to keep walking.
Yeah.
And it was quite scary.
Yeah. That's a great experience, though. I'm glad you got that shit. We don't fuck around over there. We really don't. That shit is scary as fuck.
Yeah.
I still remember my shit. I was like in the same situation. Like I had to wear it. Well, at that time, I was in the opposite team's stadium, and I was going for the blue team. Mm-hmm. I was going for Emelec, and we were in Barcelona Stadium. I went in with my uncle, and my uncle warned me. He was like, "Yo, don't celebrate. Stay cool. We're surrounded by all these yellow shirt motherfuckers. We're literally with the fans of Barcelona."
Yep.
In the stands right behind the goal, and everybody, when I tell you everybody had yellow shirts, everybody had fucking yellow shirts, and everybody was fucking drinking, bro. And I saw like this girl get her shit dumped, like just water, alcohol, everything just drenched.
Yeah.
And people are violent, bro. And I'm glad you got that experience because
you're glad.
Because like it lets me know that shit has not changed. Generations, like people that were my age now are like 30.
Degenerates.
Yeah, and now they're carrying on like their father's legacies and shit. So it goes on,
They're degenerates. It was the alcohol that was drank there was, and the marijuana. It was just, oh man. I didn't partake in the marijuana, of course.
Right.
I definitely did the alcohol thing, but hey, you got to get fucked up if they're giving you $3 beers, yo.
You got it. No, that's like a given. You don't have any other choice.
And
it's like they put in a gun to your head.
But here's the thing, too. They make it even better because they walk right through the aisles with the beers. Like, I'm not talking about up. Like, here, they sell beer up and down the aisles.
Yeah.
No, here they actually went through the rows. So basically, it was like, you didn't even have to get up. It was like, okay. You grabbed your beer and you just kept drinking. And they were like, sometimes you would get like 3 motherfuckers back to back.
Cash only?
Cash only, yeah. Within like 30 seconds, you would get like 3 motherfuckers pass by with beer.
That's a life.
Yeah, man. It was, and then food. It was crazy. Let me tell you how they finessed me with a pizza over there, though. All right, they walk around selling pizza or whatever, pizza, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, I'm hungry. Let me, I'm drinking. Let me get something in my stomach. So the pizza box is like this, right? And you're like, oh shit, okay. You know, you open the fucking box, the pizza's this fucking big. So the box is almost twice the size of the fucking pizza. I'm like, these motherfuckers finessed the shit out of me, dog. Like, this is not even like, it's not even funny. Like, it was like, I swear it was like this. Like, the box is huge for this little ass fucking pizza, dog. It was just.
It was a pizza bagel bite. It was like that little shit.
Basically, they fucking finessed the shit out of me. $5 for that piece of shit.
Oh, fuck out of here. I mean, I wouldn't be mad. Either way, it's cheaper than whatever you spend here at a stadium.
For sure. So that's why I wasn't that mad, because $5, whatever, I waste $5 on bullshit. But
I lose $5 on bets, bro.
Basically, yeah. Don't tell me. Don't remind me. But yeah, man. So great experience, dog. Good.
Yeah. I'm glad you had that, bro. I'm glad you had that. I had an experience of my own recently.
Oh.
In a soccer game.
Yeah.
I fucking told you.
What?
I fucking told you. We got a fucking lick back, baby. Inter Miami fucking beat Seattle. I told you it'd be different here. I told you it's just a different atmosphere when you come home, baby. And I'm not gonna lie, tactically speaking, we changed a lot of things up that against this team that benefited us this go round. That didn't benefit us, like that, like was opposite of what happened in the final, bro.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
The game that you went to, was it for a championship?
No.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter.
But it is for a championship, actually. It's for the league standings. It wasn't like it was a friendly.
I got it. But like,
hey, those 3 points are 3 points, baby. Whether they needed them or not, we both needed them.
But did you guys win a championship because of the win?
No, but the league matters more than that bum ass Leagues Cubs champion.
You wouldn't be saying that if
we would won it.
So you would have been talking about it like it's the best cup in the world.
What I'm saying is that team is ass. They have nothing. And then what I'm saying is tactically.
But they beat you though.
Tactically, they beat us.
They beat you though.
No, they didn't beat us. They beat like a tactical version of us that wasn't the right one. It wasn't the right call. Even from the beginning, I could tell these guys they were playing like heads without chickens. But this go around,
yeah.
All right. First of all, I want to say, fucking Inter Miami, how you gonna let people in your fucking supporter stands, like how they have like the band, they have this supporter like stand section. How you gonna let them smoke weed, but we can't fucking bring in a vape? I go in. I'm with wifey.
Are you sure they didn't like sneak it in though?
No, I'm with wifey, right? And I'm with baby girl and wifey, and we're going in, and I forgot to tell wifey that they don't let vapes in. So this girl just takes it out of her pocket and then shows the guy. I'm like, oh. And then the guy's like, no vape. No vape. And then the guy goes, no fumar. Like she wasn't getting, like she wasn't speaking in full English to him, because she was telling him, she was like, yeah, I brought it last time. Well, last time no good. Now no fumar. That's what he said. So I was like, oh. So I go, I grab it from her. I pretend to throw it away in the trash. I put it in my pants. Put the vape in my pants. Then supposedly she said that when I went through the metal detector, the shit went off. But he was just too distracted because Ellie was trying to go with me and shit. Yeah. So he was distracted with the baby that they didn't see the thing go off. And plus, I feel like if you come with a kid, like, what are the chances you're gonna do some terrorist shit?
Yeah. Hey, well,
I know, but yeah,
yeah.
But like when you come with your family, like there's like I don't know, your viewpoint as a security guard is like he's probably not as dangerous like as other people I should be watching.
How do we know it really is your family and it's not just a front for you to do what you got to do?
That's true. Well, he took that chance because the red light went off on my shit.
And he just said, fuck it.
Dude, but it was great. It was great taking the baby. It was great to win. Messi scored.
So, because I'm curious about your story. So after you put the vape on your junk, you put that in your mouth?
No, it wasn't mine.
Oh, okay.
It was hers.
Okay. So she can put it on her mouth.
Yeah,
okay. As long as you guys don't share vapes.
I don't care. It was in my own pants. It was on my waistline more than it was in my dick section. You get me? It was more in my waistline.
Like, why is it salty?
Tastes familiar.
Yeah. She's gonna fuck you up. Come on.
Alexa, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Somebody's walking out there. This dog is like, yo, you can't even fart outside. She starts barking.
Relax.
Right away,
Relax.
She's good.
Relax. We love you, Alexa. Man, like
you're my number one bitch. You hear that? Like she says that we don't hear shit, but it's her. It's my wife doing exercise upstairs, yo.
Is that why she's barking?
Probably.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I told you this would happen.
Yeah, so what's up? What do you have next?
All right. Yeah, man. Inter Miami won, by the way, against that bitch-ass team that had nothing. I told you they had nothing.
Oh, okay. They still beat you, whatever.
It is what it is. The pass is the pass.
Yeah. They got a cup championship.
The new pass is that we beat him in the league game.
They got a cup championship, but whatever.
Yeah, we have one too. And Messi won it too already.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, same old.
Same old.
Man.
It's a lot going on this week.
It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, man.
What do you want to get into?
Let's start with let's be gossipy bitches real quick.
Let's do it.
Cardi B.
Bodega
Thottie. She's a bodega baddie, Thottie.
No, she's a Thottie. She's a bodega. We just officially found out she's a bodega Thottie. So Cardi B, in case you guys have been under a rock, officially confirmed that not only is she pregnant, but the baby daddy is Stefon Diggs. So, I was having a conversation with my daughter, and I called Cardi B a thought, and she's like, "Why are you calling Cardi B a thought and not Stefon Diggs? Because he has like 5 babies with 5 baby mamas." And I said, that's what guys do. Guys spread their seeds, yo. Like, it's unfortunately society. We talked about this, I think a few episodes ago, how society sees men and women differently in this sense. When a guy fucks around and has a bunch of kids, other guys in society is like, yeah, you know. When a girl has a bunch of kids and is with different daddies, doesn't look very well.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And that's the unfortunate double standard. You just gotta fucking live with it. Like there's double standards that don't benefit us.
Yeah.
But it's like, and the man thing to do, the unfortunate thing that man can't do is bitch about the double standards that are against us.
That's true.
Like it's just like,
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
You just gotta deal with it.
The world is full of double standards. You just gotta deal with them.
That's true.
And fight for the double standards not to exist in your circle.
Yeah.
But you can't really change the world, bro. The world is going to be the world however you want it to be.
So, now talking about this, right? We talked about it in the last episode, how the journalist that asked the question, I honestly now feel like it's not as inappropriate of a question as we all thought at the moment. Because
we thought it was Offset's.
Correct. Well, no, because we were all the question was, hey, Offset is going around town saying that he is the father of your baby. How does Stefon Diggs feels about that? Okay, we now know that it is Stefon Diggs' kid. How would he feel if another motherfucker is claiming that because at that point, not only is he saying that, you're a bitch because your girl played you, cheated on you with him, but now he said he is the father of the child that they're going to say is yours. Nothing.
I think either way the reporter shouldn't have asked that. I think that's her business.
I get it, but it is true though. Like if Offset is going around telling people that he's the father, he is putting into question he's basically saying that you're a hoe.
Okay. I'm gonna paint a picture for you. Yeah, the reporter, but as a man, the reporter shouldn't have asked that because I understand that's your job.
Yeah.
But the way you approached it and asked it came off like more of a gossipy bitch than an actual reporter.
Maybe he is.
Maybe he is. Maybe that's the way he does his thing.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna paint a different picture, right?
Okay.
Offset cheated on Cardi B. That's not
That's a known fact.
That's a known fact, right? Multiple times, not just once, not just twice.
Yep.
Way more than that, right? From what we know, and from her own accounts, right? One, all right. So this woman has been, what is it called? Like, she's been, that hurt has been building up inside her, and she's been bottling that in, right? I just feel like this is gonna sound crazy, but women get their lick back no matter what. Like, especially Cardi B.
Even worse.
Like,
yeah, they're vindictive.
They're vindictive, right? I think that whole Stefon Diggs relationship and everything was this whole way of getting back at Offset for all the times cheating. Because what are you gonna do? Okay, you're a rap guy. How can I go a step up? You're a rap guy that makes good money, that makes great music. How can I go a step above that rap guy? Okay, an athlete who's super well built, super physical, healthy. How can I go above that? Makes more money than you probably.
Oh, for sure.
Because he's what position does he play?
He's a wide receiver.
He's a wide receiver who's really good.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, let me go a level above that even. Now that I had all these kids with you, now I'm ending my relationship with you and having a new kid with this guy. I think this was all premeditated and calculated.
Probably.
Right? So Offset, throughout all that, throughout the whole public, this whole public debacle that they're having with each other, I think his response emotionally was to tell everybody that that's his baby. I think that's where that comes from. I think his emotional response to that is telling everybody, "I was like, I'm gonna steal your get back away. I'm gonna get my get back to your get back before anybody finds out that this has been a get back for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell everybody that's my baby."
Yeah. No, listen, I'm not here to I agree with you 100%. He basically, but what I'm saying is the one that's going around town saying that that's his baby is Offset.
Yeah.
As a news reporter, you're going to want to clear up the facts. And all he asked was, "Hey, Offset is going around town saying that he's the father of your baby. How does Stefon Diggs feel about that?" And I mean, honestly,
But that's a bitch move. But
how so?
Imagine I go I'm a reporter. If I have access to you as Cardi B, because she was going through all that law thing.
Yeah.
You could also probably have access to Stefon Diggs if you change your avenue. You could, because he's just as famous as Cardi B, especially now that he's attached to her.
Yeah, but see,
why not just ask him or tweet it?
No, because this is a LA reporter. They don't go. Not all reporters go everywhere, all over the country. Some of them are local. Some of them report only. They only report the news that is whatever comes to them. For example, this was at an LA courthouse. So because it was at an LA courthouse, he was there and he was able to ask those questions. If Stefon Diggs would have been there, he probably would have said, "Hey, Stefon, how do you feel that Offset's going around saying that?"
But he wouldn't. He wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. No, I don't think he would. That's what I'm saying. That's why it comes off like a bitch, because you're asking a woman about how her man feels about what her ex-man is saying. It's messy and it's very bitchy.
I think he would, because he knows that, unlike Cardi that threw a pen, Stefon wouldn't be able to do anything physically because, one, he can go to jail. Two, he can hurt his career because the NFL does have a personal conduct policy, and he would be messing with his money.
Yeah, but
so even if he would have been pissed, he probably would have said something, but not acted on it.
But he wouldn't have been bold enough to do it because he knows Cardi is literally coming off a lawsuit about her temper.
Yeah.
Basically, what gist of it is her temper. So he knows he can get a rise out of her. He knows she's probably pregnant and super emotional and hormones all over the place.
Yeah.
So he knew going into that, hey, if I ask this question, I'm bound to get something because of the way this question is phrased where it's meant to trigger you.
Yeah.
You know, that's why. But anyways, that's why I'm like, that reporter shouldn't have said that. That's why I'm on Cardi B side. Like, usually I'm like, freedom of speech, whatever. Like, you could say and do whatever you want. But that doesn't equate to, just your morality and how do you feel about that. Because, I don't know, it's just, you know, you're doing it for a rise. It's not like you're ethically asking because you're curious. It's more because of you know what type of reaction you're gonna get.
All right, you might be right, but I feel like that's what reporters do.
Yeah.
So you should be smart enough to not to fall on the bait. You know, I don't know.
But Cardi's B is not that smart.
Well, yeah, we know because she's a thought. Yeah, my daughter.
Have you listened to the album? I've listened to a few songs.
I got it. I listened to a few. They're all right. I mean, Bodega Body is definitely going to be the hit of the winner.
The Latin community special.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure that we're going to be hearing that, for the next 3-4 months. It's going to be probably popping everywhere.
That's going to be like Bad Bunny's Nueva York.
Yeah. Correct.
I feel like it's going to be on that same.
Oh, talking about Bad Bunny, dog. I'm glad you brought that up. So tonight, obviously by the time you see this is late, he will be broadcasting live his residency
Oh shit!
show.
Really?
Yes, because he is obviously not coming to the U.S. To do his tour. He said he will not play any venues in the continental
Good. Fuck him. We don't want him here.
Well, did you hear the reason why though?
No.
Okay. So he said his shows are all about unity, and he feels some type of way that by inviting that many people to his concert, that ICE might position themselves outside of his concerts and either harass or even arrest some of his fans just because they were very easily accessible going and coming from his concert. Think about it. If you go into an arena houses, maybe 20,000, 30,000 people. There is a good chance that you're going to have some people that are illegal aliens, illegal immigrants in the stands, right? Mm-hmm. So it is not that far-fetched to believe that ICE will take the opportunity to be at those venues, because it would be almost like, fishing in a barrel. You're kind of...
It's a needle in a haystack. It's not feasible, bro.
How so?
Because the policemen and everybody working the event is more focused on the event and on the security.
Yeah, but
it's not feasible because you can't single out people who are trying to move. It's like for the event to go right in the that's one thing I hate about celebrities, bro, is they do shit like this to virtue signal, and they don't stand on what they believe in. They stand on what the majority of people believe in. So it's like, yeah, whatever. ICE, whatever opinion you may have about them, it's just a virtue signal, so you can say that you stand on the side, so you could seem more righteous than you actually are.
I honestly feel that it's very plausible what he's saying.
I think it's...
You're not... See, you're thinking about yes, police is there to do this thing, but police is not going to be there. They're going to be there, but on top of that, you're going to have all these ICE agents that are going to show up.
But how are you going to even tell the difference? How are you going to even know who's an American citizen and who's not?
Papers.
But you don't ask for papers when you go to a concert. Like, there's no time to do that. There's no...
What do you mean? They're not going to... I'm not talking... You're thinking when they're walking into the
Whether walking in or walking out, I just don't think.
But I'm saying, but you're thinking when they're walking into the into the actual arena. No, they're going to be positioned in the outside of the, like, right before you get into the arena, and they're going to be asking people papers. Anybody that they feel like may not look like may not look like they're a citizen or a resident. They're going to be asking. They're going to be harassing people.
You can't do that. Everybody's going to be Latino, and there's going to be American citizens. There's going to be immigrants, and you can't differentiate it.
Yeah, but they still do. They still harass citizens. I mean, listen.
Look, I have not heard one personal case of anybody being harassed.
I'll show you a video after this.
Of somebody you know?
No.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
But it was posted. It was a video.
I don't get rage baited like that. I don't. People don't build clips up and get me to emotionally react to them. I'm way above that. That used to happen to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That used to happen to me. I would see cops arrest black people. I would get mad. I would say, "Hey, man, cops are racist." But at the end of the day, it's just two people who are scared in a human interaction.
Nah.
Yes.
No.
Yes. A lot of the time, yes.
No.
A lot of the time, cops are. A lot of the times, cops are racist. Yeah. But other times, you don't get the full context of the video. And then when you get the full context of the video, that's when I realized clips were made to emotionally like rage bait you. And then when you get and then you never go to the full context. You just go to how that video, what you saw, what the injustice that you was clipped up was used against you to get you to emotionally react.
Well. Regardless, Bad Bunny is not coming to the U.S.
Fuck Bad Bunny.
And because he's not coming to the U.S., he decided that he's gonna. I think this is the second to last show, or this may be the last show.
Good.
He is. Well, let me tell you something. He's over. His residency in Puerto Rico has brought over $800 million to the country.
That's good for Puerto Rico. I'm glad.
It's great for Puerto Rico.
Give a round of applause. Between tourism, the like
everything, food,
flights,
locals, everything,
the venues,
$800 million. So Bad Bunny is definitely doing something great for his country. And
I give it up to him for that. I could respect that.
So tonight, we're recording this on Saturday. So tonight, Bad Bunny is going to be showing his thing live.
So in real time, 2 nights ago, he streamed live. Like if you're watching this right now.
Yeah, correct.
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago, he was streamed live. So hopefully you got to watch it. Hopefully, next week we might talk about it. See what everybody's opinion was. Obviously, I do know some people that went to see him live.
Yeah, I've heard great things about it.
Yeah. I know that I have this old high school friend of mine that she went and she actually got invited into the house.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
She was just a friend your whole life?
Yeah. Just a friend. Anyways. You're trying to start some shit. So
I gotta get you back because you've been getting me these last few podcasts.
Hopefully you guys got to watch the Bad Bunny.
Yeah, and objectively speaking, I'm saying fuck Bad Bunny, but I love Bad Bunny's music. I love that shit. I just feel, I don't know. I feel a way about virtue signaling, but I guess you might have a point about ICE being a thing around like having a perimeter around the whole venue. It might be I could see how it's plausible, but I think it's just too much manpower and money, and I think there's too many things that they would need your approval on to really make that happen. I think that doesn't happen without Bad Bunny or somebody in charge's approval.
Well, remember, Bad Bunny has nothing. He doesn't have to approve anything because he's just the artist.
Well, he's the one bringing money into the venue. That's what I'm saying. He has some say. No. He has some type of say.
No, because believe it or not, the Bad Bunny doesn't even bring any of the money. He gets paid, but the promoter is the one that brings in the money, and the venue owner can do whatever the fuck they want. Obviously, they're not going to come out and say we agreed upon this. And by the way, these people are federal. They can do whatever they want as federal officers. They don't need permission from anybody. And that's the problem. But anyways, we're just gonna move on. We don't I don't really like to talk politics and stuff here. So get
I'm
it.
gonna make my own show so I can talk politics.
Yeah, you should.
I'm gonna.
I think you should.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. We have the equipment. You can have your own little pod and then we can you can use it to get your stress out, because you definitely, I know you'll be itching to say stuff here.
I do. I just don't want to.
But what's it called? We have, obviously, we're gonna get into some really sad
Jimmy
news.
Kimmel.
Nah. We're gonna get into some really
some
unfortunate,
really dark shit. All right, let's light it up a little bit before
right.
we get into some really dark shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how to light it up, man. This is some really dark shit.
Yeah, it's really dark. So we're going to talk about artist David. For those who don't know, I'm trying to get his full name here. Damn it, what is it? I had it and I can't.
David, D4VID or VD. That's how his artist name is spelled. David Anthony Burke, I think, is his name.
Mm-hmm.
And that's his official government name, otherwise known as David. He's been tied recently with, I feel like the last 1 week or two, he's been tied recently with this case that's been going on. Basically, there was a Tesla that was smelling bad at an impound lot, and they discovered a dismembered body in the back of the Tesla. Through further investigation, can you bring me up the name of the girl, please?
Celeste Rivas. 15-year-old.
15-year-old Celeste Rivas was unfortunately identified as the young dismembered lady in the back of the trunk of the Tesla. And man, it's an unfortunate news, just as it is. And in the beginning, the artist David started cooperating with the police, and eventually news came out. The first thing I saw was that she had a matching tattoo of his, the shush.
That's that shh
on the finger.
Yeah.
And then it came out, more things started coming out about clips of streams of them being together, of her mom saying that right before she went missing that she had a boyfriend named David. Just a lot of things tying the 14, she was 13 when they were together, or when they were seen together. There was a lot of things tying them together.
So one thing about this young girl is that she was reported missing April of 2024.
When she was 13.
She was 13. So since April of 2024, her parents reported her missing. She has never, reached out. They never knew where she was. And this leads to a lot of questions, because the Tesla that was found, it was found in an impound lot. Okay. The lot, the car did belong to David. But my question is, if you have a car, I know he's rich, he probably has a bunch of cars, but if you have a car that belongs to you and is missing, wouldn't you make a police report? Wouldn't you call the cops?
Or you would try to find a way to see where it was towed to and then try to get it back.
And the thing with Teslas is that they have a GPS.
You have a locator.
You have a locator, even on your fucking on your phone, not on the phone, and on your key fob. So if he wanted to find your car, he could have. So that leads to a lot of questions.
A lot of suspicions.
Yeah. Because that to me makes him look a lot more suspicious than anything else. The fact that your car gets impounded. By the way, we don't have any details on when the car was impounded, because that will make a big difference. The one thing that the coroner did say was that the body was heavily decomposed, so meaning that the body was there for a while. So it wasn't where, this person had died recently or whatever. It was the coroner did not make a mention of how long. I guess that's gonna tie in, in the police investigation to see how long, so they can trace back at least where the car was and all that stuff. But yeah, this is it's a first of all, it's a sad day because a 15-year-old lost their life.
Yeah, 15-year-old young lady, a young girl.
Lady, and this is but my thing now is, David is 20, okay? When this girl went missing, he was 18 or 19. The girl was 13, okay? What kind of sick pedophile bullshit is this? If it is true that he was dating or he was with this girl before she died.
Yeah. I mean, it's some sick shit, and unfortunately, like a lot of people in the music industry have this. A lot of talented people have this twisted way of thinking and viewing life, and not only that, bro, but even his song, the song that they're tying into this story.
Yeah,
it's. I don't want to say I'm intrigued and I'm fascinated, not by like death or murder, but how art and life run parallel with each other sometimes, and either life imitates art or art imitates life.
Yeah,
and that is fascinating in a way, because this song, "Romantic Homicide," came out before the girl went missing, and that song, he says, "In the back of my mind, I killed you. In the back of my mind, you died." And the video is very bloody, and it's weird because a lot of fans are like noticing that, hey, the girl who the main lead in the video looks a lot like the girl.
Oh,
and
damn,
yeah, and it's very bloody, and even the whole video itself is kind of eerie now. In hindsight, it might have, like, it looks artistic in the moment, but now with all this coming out, it's very eerie.
Yeah.
And this song, "Romantic Homicide," plays a lot in sad reels. Like it plays a lot in these very emotional reels, and that's what I think ties it back to this generation, because they love this kid. Like, I was talking to my nephew, he was like, "No way, no, I love this. I love this guy. I love his music." Because they play so much in these reels, and now to have it come out that he might be tied to this somehow, like, it's kind of hard. Like, I feel like as a human being, you kind of want it to not be him, because he's so talented and whatever, and he had such a bright future ahead of him, and he makes great music. But sometimes you got to pull back, separate the art from the actual person who's going through this and who might have something to do with this shit.
Yeah, I never took time to think about him when I heard the story, because my immediate thought goes into the family of this 15-year-old girl that died. So, honestly, the fact that he had a promising career, I don't give a fuck about. Because if you did this, you should be burned alive.
Yeah, bro.
Because
squad fired.
You fucking took a young person's life. First of all, any life that you take, period, you should be fucking murdered. Okay, but you should be doubly murdered if you harm a child. Harming a child should have twice as much ramifications as is maybe an adult, in my opinion. And if this girl did run away with you at 13, and not only did you accept her to go with you, but at the same time, you let her parents live with that anguish of not knowing where their kids was, where their daughter was, you will... What the fuck? She's singing? My wife is upstairs.
You're good. You will, yeah.
To me, you let those parents go through a lot of hell for a whole year. For a whole year, you got to tighten that up, dog. You got to unhook it, and he's always touching his fucking microphone over here. I don't know why, but he is a masturbator.
Master debater.
Yeah.
Like Charlie Kirk.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
So,
Hey, we're dark.
Yeah, man. So, listen.
No, hey, rest in peace to Celeste Rivas for sure. Absolutely. And that's not the point I was trying to make. I was trying to make like how just other kids are affected by this. It's like your whole world turns upside down because you don't realize like when you're a kid and like your music is all you kind of have really to stabilize your emotions, and that type of music that you go to, you know, really helps calm you down. So now it's like you're shifting this whole perspective because, you know, you did some bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's looking like he did some bullshit. And like, I'm not quite sure like why more details and more news haven't come out about him. You know, it's so weird because, you know, things are coming out where he, on his tour, he brings a casket out.
What?
Yeah, he brings a hearse out with a casket in it, and then like it's for fans to write to their dead loved ones, bro, on some weird shit, on some like demonic shit, like on some weird demonic shit, and like that makes me think like, yo, you are not an artist, you're a very dark person.
Yeah.
Who's using art in a completely negative way, who's trying to make artistry out of who's trying to portray their evilness as art. And it's just so fucked up in many different ways, bro. And the fact that, and also I feel you got to put some onus on the type of parents that would even let their 13-year-old daughter disappear like that or go on streams. Well, like, you got to be more on top of that.
I mean, listen. If you send your kid to school and then they run away from there, you have no control over that. That kid is gonna do it. They're gonna do it unless you put a GPS in their body where they can't take it out.
What I'm saying is, kids don't feel like running away for no reason. That's what I'm saying.
But it's the predators. The predator is the one that's putting these things in the kid's mind. So as a parent, you do your best, you have the conversations, you talk to them, and you do everything you can. But you have these predators that all they do is try to take advantage of young, dumb-minded kids. I'm sorry, but when you're that young, you think you know everything, but you don't.
You don't.
And because you don't, you get easily fooled because you think you know everything.
And because you think you know everything, yeah.
So
right, she was young enough to be easily manipulated. Mm-hmm. Right, I get that.
And didn't he? I just found out today he has a song named Celeste.
Yeah. He has a song that leaked that never officially came out named Celeste. I've never heard it before, but yeah, even some of the songs, like, I don't know. I feel like this is a very dark person who just happened to be talented. Yeah. And then we're dealing with the ramifications of all their actions and consequences, and it just so happened to affect, you know, this unfortunate 13-year-old girl.
Yeah.
You know, and hey, rest in peace to her.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say because it's very dark, man. It's I don't know, it's super dark. I don't think this is the type of things we talk about, but it's happening.
Correct.
And it's real life.
Yeah, man. It's an unfortunate situation. You know, and we try not to, you know, we try to keep things light. You know, like I said, there's topics that we try to stay away from, but you know, this is one of those things that is right now is everywhere. And the fact that this kid was is really making a mark in the music industry, had a lot of followers. It can lead to other copycats to do stuff like this.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that that's not the case. And I'm hoping that, you know, it's one of those things where this guy, if he did it, he goes to jail for a long time. And I hope somebody does really bad things to him inside the jail. I know we're not supposed to wish for things like that, but you know, when you talk about somebody a kid dying, you know,
I think all morals, like as a man in general, just all morals leave because you think about like, I mean, you don't want to think about it, but you're like, man, if I were in that father's position, I'd find him myself and take care of him myself before my type of justice will get to you.
Yep.
Before the cops get to you.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where I leave that. And unfortunately, look, me as a person, I like to be in the middle, and I like to be moral, and I like to be all that, but man, there's a side of me that just can't look past all that. Like, if you were to hurt one of my loved ones in that way, there's a dark side of me that's also going to come out that I don't want to exist. I don't want to have any part with, but like, I will want to hurt you. It's just a human
for sure
in me.
Listen,
you know,
I know that there's,
and I'm not saying that's the right way to approach things. Like, God's way is always go high, like, don't stoop to, but it's just, revenge sometimes takes over you, man.
Yeah.
And you'd want to do something to that person who hurt your baby.
So, if you're looking, if you're watching, you do something to one of my children, I will fucking hurt you.
I didn't want to put that out there, but yeah, we will fucking hurt you, bro. I will kill for my loved ones, bro. I don't think people understand that.
It's funny enough because I the other day my daughter posted a picture of her and her friend, and her friend happened to have his hand too close on her leg, and it was too close for comfort, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, and of course it wasn't a girlfriend.
No, it was a guy friend. And so I reached out and I was like, and I said, hey, why was his hand there? And she's like, no, it was on the knee. It was the angle of the picture looks a little weird or whatever. So I was like, okay. I was like, well, please let him know that your family is unstable and can and will do crazy shit if they have to.
Yeah.
And that's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's not a threat. That is a warning.
That is a guarantee.
But it's a warning.
It's a warning.
It's a guarantee that if he does, it will happen.
Yeah,
but
it's a cautionary.
Yeah. So take it as we don't want it to get to the crazy, because I am crazy.
Yeah, I have this. Yeah, you know what? You know what's funny now that we're here, to make it a little lighter but still fester in the dark.
Yeah,
is like I feel internally my spirituality changing. Like I feel like I want to get closer to God, but then there's this side of me that I can't quite get rid of yet.
Really?
Like this, like if like I can't imagine, like I don't want to imagine somebody doing that to somebody I love, because then I start festering in that side, and I start like deep diving into that darkness, and that darkness that I know still exists in me, and it's just about managing it and finding a way to circumvent my emotions, or trying to let these feelings out without bottling them.
Yeah,
and yeah, man, it's just funny because I want to be like, no, this guy deserves rehabilitation, David, like, or the killers.
Yeah.
This guy deserves rehabilitation. He deserves to be trapped in his own mind, away from people, because I don't think that type of person can be welcomed back into society.
No,
but I don't think he deserves to die. This is what I want to say, but then there's the human side of me, the let me put myself in that girl's father's shoes, and then I lose all of that.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you manage these two thoughts, these two personalities, these two things that, like, which one do you choose? It's like, do you choose morality or do you choose revenge?
Yeah, man, that's a tough one, because listen, I can say I have a temper, right? But I've never said, yo, I wanna kill somebody. I want to cause bodily harm on somebody, because whatever. I'm not. First of all,
doesn't get to you that much.
No, I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
To me, is me
risk assessment.
Yeah, if me harming this person worth me going to jail?
Yeah.
And it is always no until there's a group of people in my family that if you hurt one of those, at that point, I'm not thinking what's going to happen to me in jail. to me at that point,
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be happy as a motherfucker to be in there because I'm gonna get mine. Okay, so it's one of those like yeah, I don't know.
There was this case. I don't know if you remember watching this video. This video of this guy who was SAing this other dude's 6-year-old or whatever 8-year-old son, and then he's it's an old video like in the 90s or something, and then he's on like the phone booth, and then they're escorting him, I think, through the courtroom or whatever, or maybe through the airport or something. Like this was way before like security and all shit. So he gets off the phone booth, he turns around, shoots a guy in the head. And I was like, yo, like, yes, that's not like godly or the way that Christ himself would walk, but also I understand it.
Yeah.
And like I'm not against it.
Yeah.
And that's the duality. Is like, is that evil of me still because I choose to do that for some like, or is that like just the way we're wired, and that's the way we're always going to be wired?
Listen, I've even gone to the point of thinking, and this is sick, because you get me, like if let's say something like that, God forbid, was to ever happen to a family member of mine, and you, the only chance you get to see this guy is in court, right? You can't bring a gun to court.
Yeah. Metal detectors.
But you can't. But you can now. You know how?
How?
3D printed. It only gives you a one shot.
One shot, yeah.
One shot. It's sick. The fact that I've actually thought of this. If the first thing I'm gonna do, if God forbid somebody ever does something like this to one of my family members, that I'm gonna get a fucking 3D printer just so I could 3D print a gun, just so I can put a bullet in this motherfucker's head.
Yeah, well, and then this brings it back to a little lighter part. Why do guys like imagine themselves in scenarios that we're most likely never gonna be in, and then you're like, ooh, I just like funny story. I was picking up McDonald's yesterday for the girls after you had called me last night. I was picking up McDonald's for the girls, and I was coming back home, and basically I go inside to get the order myself, and then I was still doing Uber Eats. My bad.
Okay.
I was doing Uber Eats, so I go inside and I get the order myself, and I'm waiting in line, and then right in front of the pickup line is these two couples like smooching and just PDA.
Oh damn!
Right, like just I'm like, bro, get a fucking room. Like, yo, why are you doing all this?
Right?
That shit's disgusting. Like I used to be a little like that, but never to that point. Like I like some PDA where it's tasteful.
Yeah.
Like a little kiss on the forehead.
Yeah, even kiss on the lip, but like not like
tongue. Yeah,
and you're grabbing all over each other and stuff like that.
This guy was like all grabbing and shit. I'm like, whatever. And then he kept looking back. Right, he kept looking back. Like I'm like, and then I jump into a scenario in my head. It's like, what if he starts saying something, or like,
yeah.
And then it starts going crazy. The scenario starts going crazy. It's like, yo, like he looks like the type of guy that would hit his girl. What if he hits his girl in front of me? What do you do? And then I'm like, well, I'm gonna knock his ass out.
Yeah.
I'm like, if he hits his girl in front of me, I'm knocking his ass out. And then I'm like, and then I saw he had a J in his ear, and I'm like, and I'm taking his J. Like. And I'm taking this fucking J. I'm knocking your ass out for hitting your girl. And I'm like, and then I had to catch myself. I'm like, how do we even fucking get here?
Yo, it's funny because it's crazy how you say that, because like anytime I used to go to like clubs with my wife and shit, and like, it was usually, and it was never usually like my wife and I just by ourselves. It's usually like a group of us or whatever.
Right.
And I would start like looking around and be like, okay, this motherfucker, like, is he mean mugging me? And then I'm like looking at scenarios. Okay, if he comes like, okay, here's a bottle, here's this, and I'm like, I played this whole fucking movie of what I would do if anything pops off, And of course, nothing ever did.
Yeah, nothing ever does. You actually have the most fun of your and the most fun night of your life. It's actually safe.
Yeah, but you still, I still have to go through all the checklists of oh shit, if this happens, where are we going? Oh, that's the exit. If somebody brings a gun, there's an exit. Like different. It's crazy. I don't know why guys do that.
I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know why we do that. We're fucking nuts. But I think it has to do with years and years of conditioning of like battling and war and all that shit, and just just different forms of combat that you go through, like not even like martial arts or anything, just different things that you have to fight through life, whether it's animals, whether it's other humans. I think you always, like as a guy, you're built to assess the situation that you're in.
Correct. I think so.
And that's what we do.
We assess and we fucking plan.
Yeah.
We plan and shit that's never going to happen.
Never going to happen. Most likely never going to happen. But I was ready to knock that dude out for no reason. He was just having a good time with his girl. But I was like, bro, I hope you do something so I could like test this right hook real quick.
I would have thought the same thing. Once he looks at me like 2 or 3 times, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck are you looking at?
Like, oh, he's getting mad. Like, let me, I got to be ready. Like,
I got to be ready. Yeah. Because you know what? There is times where dudes are just looking for a fight.
Correct.
And then they'll be like, yo, you checking my girl out? And you're just like, bro, I'm just waiting in line.
I'm just trying to pick up
my order. Yeah, I'm trying to make money here. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But I'm always prepared for that because you never know. And you know what's funny is that I was like, I'm just going to de-escalate. Like, I ended up with, there's no point in me fighting because if I shoot the fair one, chances are I'm going to get shot.
Yep.
That's always what I worry about, especially here in Florida. Yeah. Is you can't shoot me the fair one because you're just gonna shoot me.
Correct.
If
you're losing, you're gonna do.
The fair one goes out the window once you're losing.
Yep.
You could be down for the fair one in the beginning, but once you're done, some people are too cowardice to take the L.
Yep.
That's never been me, but I'm different. Like that's what happened at Walgreens by that McDonald's actually.
Yeah, which closed down.
Yeah. And ever since that shit happened, because like who would want to work there anymore?
Yeah.
Some guy died because of that exact same scenario that I just made up in my head. Funnily enough, that same exact scenario is exactly why the guy died.
Yeah.
He thought the dude with the girlfriend thought the guy without the girlfriend was checking his girl out. They had a tussle. One of them got the better of the other. The other one pulled the gun out, and then boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Because you're fucking insecure.
Yeah.
You're losing a fight, bro. Hey, man, lose a fight, bro. Sometimes losing a fight builds character. That's why I feel the people who talk about like, yeah, I'm gonna beat this guy's ass, or it's like you never been in an actual fight.
Yep. Listen, somebody has been in a lot of fights. You win and you lose, yo. And the whole point is you got to take the loss as
like a man.
But also as a learning experience.
Yeah, you got to,
and then you learn what not to do or what to watch out from, and then you do it again. I mean, and then you next time you fight, you already have the learning experience. You don't have to get a gun. You don't have to get a knife. If you lost and it was a fair one, you lost. Take your L. Walk away. But talking about fights, yo.
Yeah, all right, let's get into some juicy shit.
A good one.
Hey. Shout out to the, what is it, 3 division? 3 division now. Unified, undisputed, fucking GOAT, fucking best boxer of our generation for real. Low key out of almost overnight, really.
Yeah.
Since the Errol Spence fight, that's what really put him on the map. And then now Canelo, he's certified. We got to give it up to Terrence Bud Crawford. Hey. I was absolutely wrong about that fight. Okay. Hey, sometimes just like you lose a fight, sometimes you're wrong.
Yeah.
I was absolutely, Leo was like, hey, but Bud, you never know. And hey, I got to give it to you, man. You were right.
It was one of those, I keep telling you, I said it last time.
You did say, hey, Canelo, he might have had too many fights. And now that I watched him against Bud, I absolutely agree with you. Even though Bud was older, his style of fighting took better care of him than Canelo's style of fighting. Yeah. Canelo took too many hits in life.
And too many fights. Sometimes you got to be able to see. It's funny because last fight you were talking about that he didn't take a tune-up fight. Maybe that was good. He was more rested. He had more time to build to convert his actual weight into muscle.
Yeah.
To really, have a game plan, which
Executed
it perfectly.
Impeccable.
Listen, I've never ever seen Canelo. I've seen Canelo lose, obviously, but I've never seen Canelo be frustrated, which he was. At one point, he put his hands down, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
I think a level below that frustration, the closest thing we got to that frustration was probably Bivol. Because even Mayweather wasn't frustrating him that much.
No.
Mayweather was more like just defensively hard to get, but the frustration of getting punched and not being able to get your lick back, because at least with Bivol, he got him a few times.
Yeah.
He got him a few times, and he was able to get his full power onto those shoulders. But Crawford was absolutely he was at least in the 99th percentile of perfect. Bro, the way he was moving, the shots, the choosing of what shots to take, when to go toe to toe with him, when to step out, just every decision was perfect.
It's funny because remember we said this, or that in the first round it was going to be pretty boring.
Yeah, we said in the first 1 to 4 rounds it was going to be them measuring each other.
Correct, and for the most part, it was.
It was.
But then
I think it picked up in the 4th.
Yeah, and that one shot, that memorable shot. You guys, if you follow boxing, you've seen it when Crawford got him with the hook. Well, it wasn't a hook. It was
a counter left.
Left. No, it was a right. No, it was a left.
It was a counter left. Yeah,
it was a left.
He's southpaw, so he was like.
And Canelo did a whip of his head, and then he looked back like what the fuck
did you hit me with?
What just happened? It's like, where am I? Am I in a Twilight Zone? I think, and you know what was great about this, that you normally don't see in boxing. There was respect before the fight. There was respect during
the fight
and after the fight. There was a lot of times boxers in the past, they have gone to the point to try to disrespect each other, to try to sell.
Fight, yeah.
But these guys didn't need that shit.
This fight was the equivalent of a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
It sold itself.
Yep. Basically.
Sold itself. And it's super classy throughout the whole.
And quality. It was. I mean, listen, there's been years that I have not seen this caliber. Obviously, if you look at the lower ranks and stuff like that, you get
every once in a while. But the names.
But the biggest names in boxing, that put up such a fucking fight. Oh my God, I was beyond happy. Listen, I said it from the get that I thought Crawford was gonna win.
Yeah.
But the fact that the way Canelo lost, it was like, I was shocked.
It was a new loss for him. That type of loss. And look, when I draw the comparisons to Mayweather,
don't do it.
Look, when I draw the comparisons to Mayweather, it was more about the decisions I'm talking about. The decision making was just like Mayweather's. I'm not saying the style of fight. I'm saying he fought him like Mayweather did in the sense of decision making. I'm saying the styles are slightly different between Terrence Crawford and Mayweather. Because Crawford still has the shoulder roll, but he's more aggressive in his fight. I feel like the decision making was the same because you realize this is a power puncher. This guy, and not only that, but Terrence Crawford took some of his best shots.
Yeah,
that was one of the things that was a concern of mine is, okay, Terrence Crawford has taken 147, 154. He's taking those types of punches. What would it look like when he's fighting with a 168? But the more, I'm not going to lie, the more it got closer to the fight, the more I'm like, I think I might be wrong. The closer and closer it got, because the way Crawford, his confidence. And you know what I want to say? Shout out to Canelo for taking the fight, for trying to make history, for never being a pussy, for being the ultimate champ, to put his titles on the line. Yeah. And I'm going to let you guys know, Terrence has all the belts, but Canelo has all the money.
Yep.
This was like a $100 million fight for 150
million, yeah.
million fight for him. And
there's going to be a rematch.
And
I'm pretty sure.
Look, and even that, I'm like, what is there to rematch? Because listen, the same Canelo that fought Kirkland, I think that speed, that reaction time is gone.
I agree.
And you got to have that speed and reaction time to fight Terrence.
I agree with you, but too much money. It's too much money.
But the thing is, I think all the fans feel the way how we feel.
They're still gonna. You still have the Canelo fight, the Canelo hopefuls out there, the fans that want to see him go out with a big W. So you're still gonna get a lot of people to watch. It's the same reason why a lot of people, even toward the end, still watch Mayweather. They wanted to see him lose all the way to the end. In this case, it's the opposite. Canelo has the fans that want to see him go on top, and because of that, when the rematch is announced, which I am almost 100% certain that it will, because again, a lot of people became a hell of a lot richer this past weekend. I think it might just be flipped now. You know, Crawford might get the 150 and Canelo might get the 80. But fuck it, like it's
money's money, man.
$80 million. You know, like and if Canelo wins. Think about this.
The trilogy.
Exactly. There's so much money for the promoters, for Netflix. Netflix have 41 million viewers for this fight worldwide. It was ridiculous. And they're making a shitload of money. And because of that, this is going to be one of those things that they're going to want the rematch. And if for one godforsaken reason Canelo ends up winning, the trilogy is going to be even more money.
I think the only way I see Canelo winning is if he trains for speed. Max Kellerman brought that up in a bunch of interviews, and I want to get to the pre-fight things because a lot of interesting things happened in the pre-fight of things. Like I remember, Max Kellerman did bring up Canelo's. And he's like, what were you training for? And Canelo's like, everything. I train for everything. And you can't. No, I love English speaking Canelo, but that's how he said it. But you can't train for everything when this fighter is fighting you. Like, you gotta. This is a speed fighter, and now you know if the rematch happens. Now you know his speed carried through the 168. Correct. He didn't lose any of that. If anything, the strength probably made him even faster.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't look as drained as he did in the Errol Spence fight. You know, he looked full. Terrence Crawford looked full. He looked hungry. And Canelo has to train for that reaction time. If you don't have it, if you see it that you don't have it, don't take this fight again. But if he's able to train for that, I think it'll make a much better fight.
And I think the only way that is going to be good is if he takes this fight a year from now. So like, but they have to announce it now, right? Obviously, like, and they probably will. But the fight, if they announce it, let's say in November, December, that they go in and they say the fight, because that's the problem. Canelo's gonna want to do it in Cinco de Mayo, which that's about 8-9 months, which might be okay.
That's a decent amount of time
because he needs to not do tune-up fights.
No, he needs to focus on this guy
100%, and he needs the rest. He needs like 4 months of rest, where his body is completely rested. So when he gives that 3 months of training, he's gonna have a lot more power, a lot more speed, a lot more agility. He was missing all that in this fight.
Yeah, you know what it looks like? It looks like also on, unfortunately on Canelo's coaching behalf, it feels like also they didn't adjust along the way. It looks like they stuck to a plan. They had a plan how to fight this guy, and they stuck to it as opposed to adjusting to what he was doing in real time.
And
my bad. And I also didn't see Canelo throw uppercuts like that.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't see him throw a lot of his fights. I feel like Canelo also respected Bud too much.
But I think it's the height. I think
The reach.
Yeah, the reach and the height. I think he would have to, because I think Canelo's a little taller.
No, they're the same height.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Canelo, if anything, might be a little smaller.
Yeah, then that doesn't
He's just Canelo's like a thick dude. He's just everywhere, like from the neck, wide shoulders, wide back. Like he's always been just a really like thick dude. You know what I'm saying? Like Crawford, he has that like skinny type of body where, you know, you have a long reach. Mm-hmm. You're very you're very slender, very slim in the midsection. So,
well, you know, the point I was going to make earlier was you know, we've watched before, you know, every time Canelo would have one of these big fights, we would do like, you know, the 24/7 access on HBO.
Yeah.
And you would see his trainers, which are still the same trainers. They would be the ones who would be doing the watching of the boxing and studying the boxer.
Yeah.
I never saw Canelo in there watching and studying the boxer himself. And I think that's a bad thing. Because when you're in the ring, you're the one that has to adjust, not your trainer.
Trainers. Yeah.
So, and as a boxer, the fact that you're an active boxer, you might see something that your trainer doesn't, and something that you might be able to expose in the heat of the battle. And I'm assuming I don't know this was the case in this particular fight, but I saw enough of 24/7 access to know that what was shown was that his trainers were the ones that were doing all the prepping on the video and all taking notes and then, you know, reiterating that to Canelo. Never did I ever see him actually sit down and watch. Is that different now? Who knows? Maybe. But I'm going to go based on what I've seen in the past and say that wasn't the case.
Bro, most likely that wasn't the case. Mm-hmm. Most likely that wasn't the case, because had he done that, I don't think Canelo doubted how great of a fighter Crawford is. I think he was too confident in his skills.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it was. I think like Canelo, and you got to give it to him. Canelo has literally been in the ring with the best of the best throughout his whole career. At least he tried to, you know, he tried to up the competition as much as he can, you know, memorable fights like with Mayweather, memorable fights like with Triple G, you know, how he had that run where he dismantled Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Plant, you know, he had that run where he was just fucking everybody up. And like, he had that like short run where you're like, oh, I know how this is going to end. Yeah, I know how this fight is going to go. Mm-hmm. But this fight was great because you really didn't know what you were going to get. Correct. Because one, you've never seen Canelo with this type of fighter. Two, you've never seen Canelo with a stand switch fighter that who does it so effectively like that. You haven't seen Crawford fight at 168. So you didn't know what the fuck you were getting. You know you got two quality boxers going at it. And if I was gonna say, if Canelo can figure him out and win that second fight, if they have it, we might be in for one of the golden ages and these two guys who are at the end of their careers might just give us one of the like golden ages in boxing in, I think, our lifetime. Yeah, and man, forever.
But you know, it's funny because I was thinking about this when Crawford fought Tank.
He never fought Tank. Errol Spence?
Was it, or Haney?
He didn't fight Haney.
No, it was Haney and Tank that fought.
No, it was Haney and Ryan Garcia. Tank and Ryan Garcia.
Didn't Tank fight one of them?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Trust me, I'm 100% sure. We would have heard of Bud fighting Tank. Trust me.
So yeah, it might have been. I might be confusing the fights then. So then.
Maybe Sean Porter. Sean Porter versus Terrence Crawford. But that was a while ago. All right.
Yeah,
What was your point?
No. Then it doesn't make sense because I was just, you know, it was about the quality of the fight. But no, then I might be confusing another Tank fight that we saw that it wasn't. We didn't get the quality that we thought we were gonna get. But yeah, man, great fight. I hope as bad as it looked for Canelo, I know the rematch is gonna happen, so I hope he comes out and does a lot better.
And let's highlight a lot of the classy shit that happened, man. Like during the fight, you know, Canelo saying sorry, buddy, for the low blow that he gave Terrence Crawford. You know, super classy throughout the fight. If anything, I feel like Canelo respected this guy too much, and I feel like that was a little bit of his downfall. But also, even post fight, Terrence, you know, talking to Canelo and bringing the belts back to him, because those are Canelo's personalized belts, and they just give them to you so you can, you know, so you can say, hey, these are my belts now.
Yeah.
But Terrence Crawford, how it works is he's going to get his own personalized belt. He already had his own, like they already had the ringside belt ready for whoever the winner was. And, you know, it was classy. And that little high five he gave to Canelo's daughter, like it's super, super classy throughout this thing. And yeah, man. And even before the fight, like just the way Terrence Crawford was speaking, you know, Roy Jones said something about he went with Crawford, and he said Crawford is one of those guys that wins the fight before the fight even happens. And when they were staring at each other, when they did the final stare off, like I feel like maybe at the weigh-in or pre-weigh-in, at that final stare off, Crawford was the last one to take his eyes off Canelo. Canelo looked away first. And that's what, you know, it was just these little moments. Like they asked him post-fight, Terrence Crawford, he's like, Terrence, when did you know? Like, these are just some of my highlights of this moment. It was like a whole movie, like a production, like even aside from the fight. They asked Terrence, he was like, how'd you know, when did you know that you were going to beat Canelo? As soon as he signed the contract. What? What? Yo, that's some really badass shit to say, bro. As soon as he signed the contract, bro. It's just moments like these this is what I feel like when purists talk, I feel like this is when I take their side, because this is how boxing is supposed to be sold. This is how boxing is supposed to be watched. Free on a huge platform that can pay these boxers that type of money. Yep. And this is how boxers are supposed to act. Classy with each other throughout the whole time. A level of quality that can only sell itself, that you have to really do nothing for. Yep. And fighting, the type of fighting that happened in that ring, like just Crawford's decisions making, Canelo's. You know, you got to give it up to Canelo's relentlessness. Yeah. Throughout that whole fight. And no matter how many times he got hit with the counter, how many times he got hit with that speed, Canelo kept coming forward, trying to figure this guy out, trying to get him a good one. Hey, man, this was great for boxing. This was great. Almost as great as what's going to happen in the Kaseya Center. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Jake Paul. Two great boxers.
Okay,
transition.
Yo, I got this story. So recently I was talking to somebody. I'm not gonna say who.
Can we say a little bit?
No.
Okay.
So this person has two roommates, and it was one of their roommates' birthday. So they decided to throw their roommate a birthday party, and the other roommate decided to invite a friend that they just met recently, but I guess they thought it was a cool person, and you know, they invited this guy to the party. At some point during the party, he decides to, for whatever reason, he was talking and he said the N-word, but with the ER. Like hard ER, from my understanding. And then he proceeded to say, you know, another slur, two slurs actually, about homosexuals, the F word. And then he decided to also use the R word that's used for, you know, people with mental disabilities. So he was
I'd say retarded all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, but like
the other two now, those I stay away from.
Yeah, but like, I mean, yeah, you say retarded, like, oh, you act a retard. Like, you don't call somebody a retard.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't. I do. I call my girl retard, and she calls me retard too. But that's kind of like
You are trying to get fucking canceled.
we call each other retards.
Yeah.
But
FCC is
all
going to call you.
The other two I understand. Retard,
Bring back the art word. Listen, so of course, this
so what was said to him? Did anybody call him out for it?
the person that invited him said, "Oh, you shouldn't say that," but kind of laughing, kind of like with a smirk. But then that's it. Nothing else was said. Everybody at the party was super uncomfortable. And basically the party ended after that.
Really?
Yeah. This
fucking woke ass party, bro.
woke ass party. Nah, man. You don't use the N word with the ER, dog.
Not unless you're playing Call of Duty.
No, you shouldn't. I feel like
it's not frowned upon.
The especially this person is Hispanic. I'm not gonna say where what nationality they are.
La Revolución.
But they're basically skin color is white. But I don't listen. I grew up in a town. We talked about this in one of the early pods where I grew up saying that word with the A, because we grew up in a town where we said that,
Everybody said that. If you grew up in the hood, you said that shit.
Yeah. But you never ER'd it. You ER'd it, you would die, and I'm not even like being facetious. You would have been beat up to the point where you may not have survived it. That's how bad you were going to get it.
Yeah, and if you say it maliciously, it doesn't even like if you say the ER in a malicious manner, or even at all, it doesn't even like feel good. It doesn't even like, I don't know. It doesn't come across the way you want it to. Like it just makes everybody uncomfortable.
Correct. Which is what happened. And then I'm like, yo, I mean, what would I do if I'm at a party and somebody...
Oh, scenario time. Male scenario time.
Yeah, right?
I would have knocked him out like the dude at McDonald's, the PDA dude at McDonald's.
I think I would have definitely gone in his face and seen what his reaction would have been. And then if he would have stepped up, then I would have...
Well, you would have had to.
Yeah. Because I'm black, bitch. I knew that's where he was going. Listen, guys, tell us what you think about that. Tell us what your reactions would be.
I would have knocked him out.
Yeah.
I would have fought.
I would have gotten in his face.
I would have fought.
I think I wouldn't have proactively knocked him out because then I would have been the aggressor. But I would have gotten in his face. I would have waited for him to make an aggressive move or to bitch out. If he would have bitched out and said, "Oh, I'm leaving" or whatever, good, you're gone. But then if he would have stepped up, then I know, okay, now I have, because now he's the aggressor, So now let me self-defense myself, But yeah, no, man, it's
yo. Speaking of self-defense, bro, I've been having dreams. Like I've had 3 dreams.
Like what ones?
No, 3 dreams where I'm choking people out.
Damn.
3 dreams where I'm doing this to somebody and I'm killing them, like literally killing them. I don't know what the fuck that is, bro, but I'm tired of having these dreams. I'm tired of choking people out.
So was it before or after you got engaged?
What do you mean?
That you started having these dreams?
I mean, this has been back to back. This has been like the last week or 2 where I've had these dreams where I'm choking somebody out. Oh. And I don't know what the fuck that means.
Have you been arguing with your fiance?
No, I don't know why. I'm trying to figure this shit out. Yeah. If anybody knows, please, somebody help me, bro.
Somebody help him to see what it is. If he's trying.
Yo, how long have we been going for, bro? I feel like it's about time that you say, "Hey, man."
No, we an hour and 41 minutes. I think.
Woo! Oh, I see it. I see it now. An hour 40. It says 43 minutes.
Oh yeah. So.
God dang.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm starting to say "gosh darn" now.
What a pussy. Yeah,
I can't. It just feels wrong. Like, I don't know what's happening to me.
You get one finger up your ass. What do you want to change?
Was that what happened to you?
Yes.
You were good you were good before. You were like super Christian, and you got a finger up your ass. And then,
I got 2, unfortunately.
Oh,
If it would have been 1,
it would have been 1.
good.
You would have been good.
Yeah, but once it's 2, the devil came out of me.
It opened up. It opened up
Ain't
the
no
space
portal.
for the devil to come out and take over you. That's the D spot.
Yeah, it was definitely the spot. Yo, listen, guys, it was fun. Please,
Was it, bro? The shit was dark as hell.
nah, we talked about some good topics. It did get dark.
It did
somewhere
get a
in the
little
middle.
dark. Yeah.
But listen,
this is the last time we talk about murderous, beautiful singers.
Listen, we definitely try not to bring those topics up, but this is just, it was way too polarizing and too out there. Everybody's talking about this. Everybody knows about it. And it's just the details that we know so far are very captivating. So we had to talk about it. We try not to, but listen, we're going to try to keep it fun next week. But in the meantime, share this pod. Share with your friends. Share with your enemies. I don't care. Make sure you go to Bridgin the Gap Official. Click on the link tree. Go to YouTube. Subscribe. Send it to your friends. Share it with your friends. Share it with your enemies. Jay is gonna threaten you now. Okay?
Yo, if you don't fucking like and subscribe and comment, fucking go on all our pages. Do something to help us out. Look at us.
Yeah.
We're desperate.
Very.
We need you.
We do.
Okay?
We need sponsors.
If you don't fucking help us, I'm literally gonna climb out your 4K television in 4K.
Yeah.
And just have a stern talking with you. Honestly, I'm not violent anymore. Yeah.
He found God.
I found God.
Wow, that was very inspirational.
All right. This has been Bridging the Gap.
I am official DJ Leo.
Come on, bro. What the fuck? That's why I pointed at you. He is. I am Get Rich Never Die, and we are
Bridging the Gap.
You're gonna say official Bridging. We are Bridging the Gap official, and we're officially out, bitches. Peace.